I don't usually do. If you hear that outside, it's like my dad. He's cutting the grass and stuff, so don't mind that. But I don't usually do manga reviews and stuff like that. Like I never, like I used to do them like 2 years ago. You can go way back and like find some videos of me doing like Naruto like stuff. But I just had to like the hype with Luffy getting Gear 4th and just going in on Doflamingo. I just had to do a video about it, man. Get my thoughts, what I think about it and everything. So strap in. But yeah, man. Gear 4th originally, I didn't like the design of Luffy. Like I didn't like it. I thought he looked he just looked too weird, man. Like his body, like the middle part of his body just looks like a sumo wrestler, and his arms and his legs and his head is like normal. Like I didn't like the design. It just looked weird. So when every other reviewer, like, and I'm gonna say mainstream reviewer, like, and I'm gonna go and say it, like everybody like for Neverworld and King of Lightning, like, and I think I heard Sawyer say it too. Like everybody was just praising it, like, oh, this design is so good, it's so well done. I like the design. He looks awesome. He looks epic. And I was like, I'm not too sure on that. Like I don't like the design of Luffy. I thought, like I was hearing some of the theories out there that Luffy was gonna have like full body armament hockey, and that would have been awesome. But if Luffy would have just been like regular Luffy, like I would have liked Luffy to be pink skin Gear 2nd with like the armament hockey and the tattoos he have now, like, and have the same powers and stuff. Like that would have been pretty cool to see that. But I didn't fully like the design, but now I'm kind of like getting into it and trying to see what people was talking about. But yeah, like right now, like Zoro is trying to stop the strings. It's like I don't know how he's gonna do that. Everybody's saying he's gonna use the Smile Factory, which would make sense because I don't know why the Smile Factory hasn't been cut with the strings yet. I think it's because the Smile Factory might be made out of Caesar Prism Stone, but I don't think that's confirmed or not. I don't know if that's confirmed or not at all. But Zoro's gonna try to stop it, and hopefully we will see a little bit of Zoro's powers, like his true powers, that that Oda hasn't really like shown us yet. Like Zoro hasn't been trying really at all in New World. Luffy has now, because Luffy has been fighting all the big people. Like Luffy's been fighting all the head guys, the head bosses, and he should because he's the captain. But we still should see how strong Zoro really is now. And like, oh yeah, and like the King Riku stuff. Like people were saying like they hated King Riku for the amount of pages he took up in this chapter. And it's like, I think you needed that because that's a defining moment in what's happening now in Dressrosa. Like you need that because King Riku, he is like he got the Dim Dim Mushi and is like pleading to his old citizens, like his old country people, like don't give up, survive, keep running, please keep running, like keep living on, just live, don't give up and just lay down and die, just live on, man. And I think you need that because that's like King Riku restaking his claim as the king of Dressrosa, like everybody being on his side again and forgiving him for what he did in the past, what Doflamingo made him do in the past to the citizens of Dressrosa and everything. But yeah, that was my thought on that because everybody was saying like he took up too many pages, like he shouldn't have had those many pages. Why did he have those many pages? Like we could have been focusing on the Luffy and Doflamingo fight. But I think Oda would have, if Oda would have never did the King Riku stuff, and he still would have did the 20 minutes has passed, John, and then showed you something else instead of King Riku. Like he would have showed you the Tontadas, excuse me, or he would have showed you like Usopp, Jinbei or somebody like that, or Zoro trying to stop the strings and stuff. So I think what King Riku did is needed. Now, Luffy, no, not Luffy now. Doflamingo awakening, like now did, and I saw. Yeah, my mind is just rambling now. So I saw a video previously on what King of Lightning did. He did a video on like what's like the future powers of like Luffy and stuff. Like what's like how stronger can Luffy get? Yeah, that's what it is. How stronger can Luffy get? And I think now we are starting to understand or have an idea of how strong he can get, because Doflamingo is just turning everything around that's surrounding him into strings and attacking Luffy with those strings, like turning buildings. I think he turned the ground into like strings and attacking Luffy and stuff. I don't know what else he could turn into strings. I think it's just like buildings and the ground and stuff like that. I don't think he could just make strings pop out of nowhere and then turn them into stuff. And like if Luffy has an awakening, I think his awakening will be something like that. I think he will like turn everything around here into rubber, and then he can bounce off the wall really fast, or use the rubber in the wall to make his arm bigger or something like that. Like I don't know, but it's just a thought that I had. But the awakenings is like that just opened up my mind to something Neverworld said, was like, can you imagine if Whitebeard had an awakening? Like that would be crazy. I don't know if Whitebeard had an awakening. I think Whitebeard did, because at Marineford when he freaking grabbed like the freaking the air and then pulled it down like that, when he did that, that was freaking, I think that was his like awakening, because the sea behind him just, and it like, and I think Aokiji or Kizaru at that time had said this guy has the power to destroy the world. He made earthquakes around the whole entire world and stuff. So I think that is an awakening for him. So the awakenings is like the next step in Luffy's like power goal. Like that's the next step. But yeah, man, this chapter, I enjoyed this chapter. Like the King Riku stuff didn't bother me. Like I think that was needed. So you should really like figure if that was needed or not. But I think it was needed, because it was like him restaking his claim as being the original king of Dressrosa and stuff. But let me know what y'all think about it, man. Did you like this chapter? Did you not like it? And just let me know anything in the comments, like what you eat for breakfast this morning, like for real. But yeah, man, like this chapter was really good, and I think we're gonna have another time skip, and then Luffy might have an awakening or something. But yeah, and oh yeah, another thought of mine before I end this video. Freaking the only people that has a devil fruit that's with the straw hats is Luffy, Robin, Brook, and Chopper. Does nobody else have a devil fruit power? But unless they get one, which would be, I don't know, that would be kind of a little bit hacks. But whatever, man. Like this video, dislike if you don't. I don't care, just let me know somebody watching my shit. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. Just subscribe. And you can hear more of my freaking rambling thoughts and stuff. You can see me do some of this or whatever you want me to do. And do videos on anything. But I'm out, man. Peace.
That's a closet.